I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
Hey beautiful people, welcome back if you're a subscriber, but if you are new, hey boo, go ahead and subscribe. I think you'll like it here and I think that we'll vibe. We're back for another day of Vlogmas, and this video is for my MPH bays because I realize, of course, MPH content is what I truly started being consistent about on this channel, and I know that sometimes I can just desert you all and not talk about it, but I absolutely wanted to throw some public health videos in here. So this one is one that should have been done a long time ago, but basically it's just an MPH career update. Let's get into it. So as many of you all may know, if you've been following for a while, I graduated in 2021, May 2021, with the MPH from UT Health in the Med Center here in Houston, and my degree was a Master of Public Health in Health Promotion and Behavioral Science with a certificate in health disparities. And hold on, let me show you that. Let me show you some proof. So this was the degree that the fake degree that they handed me on stage. This is what it looked like. It just said congratulations, super general. But then we got the real thing in the mail. And yes, y'all, my package is still in the FedEx thing. It only came between these two cardboard boxes, and I refuse to take it out of there because I don't want to mess it up. So I have to get a frame one day, but who knows when that will happen. Anywho, here it is. Yeah, this is my certificate for health disparities. And then finally, this is my, I guess, what do you call this? Like a certificate? Sure, a certificate for the honor society that I was granted into, Delta Omega Honorary Society in Public Health. So yeah, those are my $1,000 papers, okay? Now that that has been securely put up, let's keep going. So while I was a student, I was pretty unsure about what exactly I wanted to do in public health, as some of you may know, because I was a person that kind of had a lot of interest, but there wasn't one area where I said, this is what I really want to do. And I felt that honestly made me very insecure as a student, because a lot of my classmates, they knew that they were into, let's say, reproductive health or different areas, and I just really had no clue. I was willing to kind of do whatever. But the one good thing about that is that since public health is so broad, it leaves you able to be very fluid in the field. Of course, you do want to find some things that are more your niche and get experience in it. That way people will know that you can do that specific type of work, but at least it doesn't necessarily close doors in case you want to switch directions. If you watched my AmeriCorps video where I talked about how I got my education paid for through AmeriCorps, that is where I got experience working with social determinants of health and also a little bit of case management. I did that for almost 2 years under the AmeriCorps program, and then another source of experience that I got while I was a student was as a graduate assistant. And I was a graduate assistant for about 5 months before I graduated in the area of reproductive, well, women's reproductive and sexual health. And then after graduating, my boss, advisor, everything, that woman is everything to me, she decided to hire me on full time. So that's how I got my first job out of my program. It was essentially my graduate assistantship and also my ILE, which was independent learning experience. I did it with the campaign that I work with now. So it was a super easy transition because I was basically already doing this work for school and for a student position. So currently my job title is a research associate, and the area is health promotion and prevention. But of course, the campaign that I work for is a women's reproductive health and sexual health campaign. It's called Own Every Piece, and it's basically about owning every piece of your body, including what makes you a woman, and making certain conversations about birth control and contraception not taboo, because it is a part of life, it is normal, and women shouldn't be shamed for their decisions, basically. Right now, I have a research project that I run, and it's called Owning Her Story. So you see how own is in a lot of the titles, but basically it's a storytelling project, which is why it's called Owning Her Story. And I am interviewing women between the ages of 18 and 45 that are here in the Houston area. And the interviews are about all things reproductive health journey. We basically want to know everything from how they gained initial knowledge on it, were they ever shamed, did their parents talk to them, were the talks in a way that was truly palatable, did the school system teach them anything, or was it like a gym teacher showing them videos and saying this is what you don't do. Basically, we want to dig deep into people's stories to uncover trauma that might have happened from parents, from adults in their life, from churches, from the school system. That way we can better learn from it and share with our clinic partners what needs to be done. And we also, of course, talk about current day things, like do they feel comfortable going to get a plan B if they need it, or asking about birth control, and what do they look for in providers that make them suitable for their thing. So everything like that, we talk about it. And if you're in the Houston area and you want to do an interview, that's literally the only criteria. Be a woman, be between the ages of 18 and 45, and live in the Houston area. I'll leave the sign up link in the description box just in case you fit that criteria and you want to interview with me. It's a virtual interview. It takes no longer than usually 40 minutes. Of course, some people like to expound and talk more than others, but it definitely shouldn't take more than an hour. And it's virtual. We do compensate you for your time, so it's just the perfect thing. Now let's get into some of the things that are more extracurricular-ish that I've done underneath my job or relating to my job. This year I got to lead a panel at a Black maternal mental health conference, and y'all, I was so nervous, but it went so well. I really enjoyed it, and my supervisor and like my coworkers told me I did a really great job, so love that. I helped with some of our events, which we've had quite a few this year. We had a launch brunch because we're starting a reproductive equity center. So we're currently in the naming processes of that, but basically the breakfast was to inform our partners and the friends of the campaign just about the new work that's going to be happening, and to brainstorm some of the things that they would like to see us doing and addressing with the center. Also, we did a training this summer. It was a LARC insertion training for providers so they could learn how to insert LARCs, which is a long-acting reversible contraception. I always have to think about it. And I did vlog some of that, so I'll leave that in the description box. Also, our influencer brunch, y'all, that event was so fun. Definitely vlog that, so if you haven't seen that, all this stuff will be in the description box, because if you all haven't seen this, you need to go back and check it out, because I included some of the conversations so you can really see like what we're doing. Basically, our campaign was ending our current influencer deals, and we wanted to bring together all of the influencers just to hear about their experience, to hear what they learned from women, because we wanted everyday micro influencers to be able to reach out to Houston women and share this message and get them to engage with the campaign and participate. So the influencer brunch was everything. So much fun and so many good vibes. Also, from August to October, I was at Texas Southern giving out just in case kits with one of our interns. We're there every single week, every Thursday, handing those out and just letting them know about the campaign. That was a great time, and hopefully in the future we're going to be doing more work with the universities, because I love, especially like, y'all know I went to a HBCU for undergrad, so being on any HBCU campus, somehow it just feels like home. The first time I walked on Texas Southern's campus, I was like, yep, I'm home. It's nothing like a HBCU, nothing like it, absolutely. And then also, I actually have an event coming up next week, or this upcoming week, that I'm gonna try to get footage. I don't know. I might get my sister to come and see if she can get footage for me. But it's going to be a storytelling event for my research project. We're doing a holiday brunch, and basically it's going to be like in-person interviews for the project, but it's going to be in a group setting. So we're going to be eating brunch. I'm going to be asking the questions. We're just going to be conversing about the topics, but recording it so we can have all of our data and the answers and the sentiments that come from it. So it should be very relaxed and good and fun and festive. Y'all know I love festive things. So that brings me to where we are right now. That's literally what I've been doing. And I don't know what specific questions you all have, but if you have any specific ones for me, you can leave them down below. If they're personal, you can DM me or email me about them and we can chat. But I had to give my MPH babes a little update. That is what I've been doing. So she's in the women's reproductive health space right now. Where will I be in the future? Who knows? But I'm enjoying talking to the women, and I honestly feel like this job is helping me heal some of my traumas in reproductive health, because I won't get too deep into it, but I feel like in a lot of ways people tell women when they're young, like, don't be fast, don't do this, and kind of like chastise them for it. And then suddenly when you're an adult or when you get married or anything, it's like a switch is all of a sudden supposed to change, but it doesn't just switch like that. It's super important to inform people about things in a way that is not judgmental. And hearing a lot of these women's stories, I see myself in so much of them, like so much. I love hearing the stories because, like I said, it makes me realize, and it will make other women realize it when we publish them on our website, which is going to be coming in the new year, that they are not alone in these experiences, these thoughts, these emotions. So many women are going through this, and just wait. I will also leave the website in the description box. Hope you enjoyed this little update, and like I said, let me know whatever questions you have for me. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next.
I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm